look at it. Holy cow.
Then I'm going to mount my bracket right in there.
Yeah?
Because it came with the low tabs and everything.
Yeah?
And I'll just bring my brake line here, I'll put a curl right into the bracket. And that should give it, it's got all it needs.
Yeah.
Wow. She actually rolls now.
Shoot, you're going to be all ready in no time.
My master cylinder melt right there. That's
Yeah.
what I'm working on now is a brake pedal. Right, it will be set right about here, the master cylinder.
Uh-huh.
And I've done some floor pan work here. Got my shifter linkage. That's where my shifter's going to kind of lay.
Yeah.
And I got this all welded in back here, and I cut this thing out going through here. Starting to make my toe plate.
Yeah. Oh, you just rocking right along on it, ain't you?
Huh?
So you just rocking right along on it, ain't you? You got your new dash in here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're moving. See, I don't have, this is where the pedal's going to set, the gas pedal. So there ain't a lot of foot room here.
Yeah.
Right there will be the gas pedal. And my hanging pedal will be about the center of that thing, so it will come down like this.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll make a curl on it, just so I'm close to my brake pedal.
Yeah.
I mean my throttle pedal. And then this is my brake pedal right here that I saved. I'll put a bar as well. There's my brake pedal.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure it's facing upward.
Well, she's starting to look serious now with the brakes and all on there. Yeah. That's good work.
I'm sitting now figuring how much I got into it.
How much?
Well, that transmission I bought, that was added into it.
Yeah.
And I ended up giving that back. So yeah, I deducted $100 out of that. So that's like I tell them right around $1,500–1,600 on it right now.
Yeah. That's what you were shooting for.
I was shooting to drive it down the road.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't gonna happen for that because I still got brake lines and
Glass.
Well, drive it down the road, you don't need no glass.
Okay.
I said I'll be driving down the road. I didn't say.
You didn't say with glass.
That's right. Nothing to do with that. Just drive it down the road.
Okay. The other day somebody asked me to make a video of Mike's Rockney, and Rockney was named after Newt Rockney back in the 30s. This is a 1932 sedan. Mike bought this body when it was nothing really but a rusted out Hulk and built it himself on a low budget. I think he worked on this thing for about 20 years, and it's pretty awesome. It's a nice car. He drives it a lot. He can jump in it and take it anywhere he wants to go. And he did everything himself. And she's a fine car. He did the flames himself, did everything himself. Mike's busy doing some welding out there with somebody, but I'll go ahead and show you the steering column. He's got it all mounted up now, and he's got a little suicide knob on here, so I'm turning the front wheels with that. You know, it turns slick as a button. That steering box working real good there. Considering that the car is sitting still and the whole weight of the motor's on it and there's no power steering, that just turns slick as a button. That's very, very good. I'm trying to remember this steering box. I believe it might have been the old truck steering box. I don't know for sure, but I think that's true. And it looks like he's got his wheels all set up, got his tie rod. Oh, I see. The front end's up in the air. Well, that would explain why it was steering so good. I thought it was awfully easy, but this side over here is not on the ground, so that makes sense. I'll back up so we can kind of get a shot of what the truck looks like. He's going to put bigger tires on the back. I already know that, but I'm not sure what. So I do know that that's in the works.
Just brought these mesh in.
Yeah? Hey, those might do the trick.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that when you mentioned doing that, but you know, if you cut one of them and rolled it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, cut it and rolled it. That might give you just the kind of look you're looking for. Save you a lot of drilling, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me get in front of this thing so I can see it with a drill on it.
All the hoses, radiator.
That makes a good look right there.
See, I've got to put some stiffeners in it.
Yeah.
I mean, right here, it's... Yeah, it's a little... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This flops back and forth a little bit, so we're going to stiffen that up.
Yeah. Pretty dang cool, though. Now, you got these two headlights here, right?
Yeah, one's missing a glass. So basically, but there's 9-inch headlight.
So if you put a regular car headlight bulb in there,
It'd be too small.
you still got a lot of space, right?
Right, because they're like 7 inches. So you got 2 inches.
You know what I thought about doing is getting a big old coffee can, putting a headlight inside of it. I'm serious. You know, you get a steel beamed headlight bulb, and
I can order them like for $40 a set of them. You can get them in either chrome,
yeah,
or you can get them in paint. So
I think that's what I wound up using on mine.
yeah,
Those are Dietz lights or whatever they are. You want to fire up?
I'll have to put some chainsaw gas to it.
So chainsaw gas.
Put my battery. The alternator's working,
Oh,
which was the neighbor gave it to me. Said he didn't know for sure,
yeah.
but he didn't know for sure if it worked or not. But the light goes out, so if the light goes out, it's charging.
All right.
See if this got enough battery in it to do anything. Well,
See the fire coming out? You see the fire coming out? Shoot the flames out of these pipes. Yeah, let me get back here. See that? You got flames coming out them pipes.
well, cut a plate out.
Yeah.
Well, punch a hole right there. Mount this down below. Then I'm gonna cut this tube
Yeah.
right open, and then I'm gonna weld that right onto that, center-wise. Then I'm gonna have an arm coming, swivel point up here, and arm coming down.
Yeah.
This will be open in the bottom. Then I'll mount this bracket to my arm, and then I'll figure out my angle on my pedal after I...
So that's going to be up under the dash to swing the pedal from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And basically what I'm going to do with this pipe is, it's 14 inches from a firewall to the dash. So I'm going to cut it off 14 inches.
Yeah.
And I'm going to angle it like this.
Okay.
So this is going to bolt up under my dash.
Uh-huh.
This will be mounted to the firewall. So basically I'm going to leave some here to mount to the dash.
Uh-huh.
This will be open here with my pedal hanging down with a spacer.
I can't quite visualize it, but I know you got it in your head, so that's all that matters.
Basically like any car you buy.
Yeah.
Up under the dash deal.
Yeah.
See, and this will be the plate on the back side of the dashboard.
Uh-huh.
Then I'll drill a hole through my firewall.
Yeah.
And then the master cylinder mount through.
Yeah.
Here's this part will be sticking right here.
Gotcha.
And then there'll be a...
And then your pedal will be
my
hanging
pedal
down.
will be... Well, my pivot point of my pedal, I'll cut this open.
Right.
And then we'll have a spacer, so my pedal will come right down like this.
Mm-hmm.
This clevis will hook to my pedal down here.
Yep.
Then it will push it back and forth.
Sure.
But I've just got to... Then once this pedal's hanging down yay far, then I can figure out manipulate my pedal where I want it to stick out under the... down by the floor pan. But basically I'll have a piece and I'll make sure it works.
Yeah.
And then I'll just cut and bevel and make the rest of my brake pedal.
Yeah.
That's all I have to do is push in and out. So, and I'm making it out of lightweight stuff because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to have it too heavy. Light.
Show it.
Alright. So what I've done. It's a mess. I've been in a bad rush to want to drive this thing out again.
Been in a bad rush to drive it. Well, I can completely understand that.
Gas tank's all hooked up. All my lines are on.
Yeah.
All my brakes are done.
Yeah.
I did buy a battery shut-off. I'm going to adapt it to it.
You know, I got one of them out to give you because I decided I didn't want to use mine. I didn't like it.
And let's see. I already filmed the horseshoe stuff, so that's all taken care of. But blow the nose off of it. All my brakes run there.
Yeah. Brake
Fan
lines.
on it.
Fan, yeah.
Tranny coolers in it. All the tranny lines.
Where'd you find a fan at?
Jegs.
Oh yeah? They had one for it?
Yeah, it's a stock car fan.
Yeah, it's a...
Plastic stock car fan.
Uh-huh. It's
But
that
it
5
throws
blade?
a lot of air.
5 blade or something like that?
Yeah.
Short fan blade?
Yeah.
You know, that's what you need on this. You need something like that.
And it
short.
does draw good.
Yeah.
What else? I'm on.
Brake line's all wired in there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. It's all the details that makes them work. You know, people that ain't never built one, they'll look at one and they'll see a
Looks
see a frame sitting on the body and they'll say, "Oh, that baby's ready to go," but they don't realize that it's all these little details, all these springs and wires and cables and all that other stuff that makes it actually into something that you can drive.
Everything seems good.
Yeah.
I got this thing right here. I've been trying to find something to do my, oh yeah, I'll show you my emergency brake thing I've got here.
Yeah. She's a beauty.
Just gotta hook her up and
Yeah.
that's what I want on it.
That's ideal.
Right there.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect. You want to tell them the big news?
What? Oh, I just subscribed to YouTube. I don't know how to use a computer very well, but my boy's helping me.
Everybody's always saying to me, you know, does Mike have a YouTube channel? We want to send him an email or talk to him or get in touch with him. So you went on last night and you're Hillbilly Rat Rodder, right?
I think so.
And it's Hillbilly with a capital H, Rat has a capital H, and Rodder has a capital H. So I'm going to copy your link and make this video and we'll put it up, and then if people want to get in touch with you, they can get in touch with you that way.
No, I figured I might as well do it.
Yeah.
Try to. Well, that Novelist 10, I like some of the stuff he does, so
Yeah.
I figured I'd respond to some of his videos.
Yeah.
I didn't know how,
Yeah.
so my boy helped me do that. So.
That's pretty cool.
Well, now that my customer's gone.
Yeah, you've actually been doing welding for a living this morning, hadn't you?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. I wanted to put this barefoot accelerator pedal on there.
Yeah.
So I put it on there, and the big toe hits my steering column, so I got kind of an idea. I'm thinking about cutting that toe right off and painting some blood on it. Looks like a toe broke off.
You can have a broke toe accelerator pedal. That's perfect for a rat rod. You're gonna put some blood on it.
Yeah, just cut that right off and put some blood dripping down it.
You're pretty sick, Mike. You know that? In a good way. Cool.
No, this is something I've had since I was a kid, so
Yeah.
why not put it on there, you know?
Absolutely. There you go.
We might bust her off. Yeah, that guy kind of reminds me of that Novelist 10 of me.
Yeah.
Because I get out here and lose track of time and check my clock, and it'd be midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yeah. He's kind of a mad scientist. You just never know what he's going to put together, you know. He can gather up a whole bunch of parts and weld them
Well,
into something.
I'm contemplating another hot rod here.
Already?
Yeah, after this one.
Yeah.
Everybody says I ought to build a roadster, so
You think about building one?
yeah, you wait till you see it. I'll be my little mad scientist to that one. Basically, when I was a kid, I loved the Munsters.
Yeah.
And my favorite car of all time was that Dracula from
With
the Munsters with a coffin.
The coffin, yeah.
So I've contemplated this for years.
You think about building a coffin?
And I think I'm going
Hot
to build
rod?
me a roadster out of a coffin. I'm going to make a coffin hot rod road. Yeah, I got my, I couldn't find anything to set my overflow bottle in, so looking around, I get this louvered. Basically, it's aluminum.
Yeah.
I've been debating which overflow I should use. I've got this cool one I found out back on the ground.
Yeah.
That one don't quite fit in here, but look at it. It's a sarsaparilla. It still had sarsaparilla in it, actually.
Is that right? Old sarsaparilla bottle. That is cool. Looks like I got a picture of Davy Crockett on the front of it.
There he's going out in
Going
the
into
door,
the
and
bar.
If you turn it around, he's going out the door.
It says Sioux City Sarsaparilla. I'll be darned. It might be worth something there, Mike.
It's not that old, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I've got this deal. This fits right in here. This Presto motor, which I've been saving.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't use a Moxie can.
Well, if I could find a Moxie bottle, that's what I want.
Yeah.
But have fun finding one of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got this. I'll screw it right down to the frame.
Yeah.
Paint it up. And I've got this little bell here
Uh-huh.
for hanging copper pipe in your house. Around that.
Yeah.
Supported at the top. And there she is. And she's in there.
Yeah. Where's that proportioning valve you was telling me about?
Right here.
Can you see it?
Yeah. There it is, right below the driver's seat. And it'll come right up to the floorboard, and I can adjust my brake with it.
So basically this is just the rear brake by turning this valve?
Yeah, by turning that, it just makes you have more back brakes or less.
Uh-huh. Huh. Let me darn.
Increase and decrease with your pressure.
Yeah.
So you can crank it all the way out when you get more. Crank it in, it starts doing
there you
that.
go.
Well, I just had it running.
Well, I guess that'd work good if you wanted to do burnouts, wouldn't it? Just
Hey,
uncrank your brake, let her rip.
Yeah. Well, they say too is like if you got a light car,
Yeah.
That was one. There's a lot of problems with hot rods as the back brakes lock up on them.
Right.
So I guess
Cool.
you could back them off mechanically, but
Yeah.
yeah. And I got my hood pins here. I'm getting ready to put them in because if I do take it up the road, I don't want this thing flying.
Right.
So I got these. I got my little angles here. I got to drill a hole.
Yeah.
Right
There you
in
go.
the shape. And put my hood pin up through.
Yeah. Alrighty then, I just got a call from Mike. He said the rat rod is on the road, basically. Me and him been talking about this for quite a few days, and he had this and that little thing he wanted to get patched up, but he's got it out of the garage and it's somewhat drivable, and I'm on my way over to shoot a quick video of it, moving around under its own power, so. Oh, that's honking. Boy, that thing looks good going down the road. Have you seen it? Have you seen it go by yet?
I haven't seen nothing. I gotta go look at
awesome.
what fell out. Yeah.
Something fell out. We lose it apart. We lose the part. Mike told me he made a shifter, but there's his vice grips down there and the steel rod he's got sticking up for a shifter, so that's pretty basic. His clutch pedals look good. I love this rusty spot along the bottom there. I hope he leaves that just like that. That is awesome. Oh, that thing looks good going down the road. Looks like it runs good too. Find anything interesting over there? Drill bit. You know what I love is, I love this rusty stuff you got along the bottom of the cab here. I hope you leave that on there.
I'm thinking about it. One guy said, I'll leave it like that, one side kind of like that.
Hello?
Oh, drive shaft's all in.
Yeah.
You make cut down.
You make the drive shaft?
Yeah.
I caught
one whole day of just making sure everything was precise.
Yeah.
You know, and
them YouTube guys gave me an awful hard time because I made my own. They kept telling me I was going to kill myself with it.
no. That one right there is homemade.
Yeah.
That's 2 drive shafts.
Yeah.
I've had that car over 100 miles an hour. I've never had a drive shaft.
Yeah.
I don't have no fluctuation in it. That one either. No
I know we
vibration.
used to make them all the time when we was racing.
I see a guy did a horrendous thing though. I was over there. He's building a hot rod, he's got his drive shaft in, but I just don't like the way he did his. He just cut it in half and took what he needed out of it and put a piece of tubing over and welded it.
Yeah.
Not the right, not the right way, I don't think. No, I've never had no problem with that car. I've done a lot of Chevelles and stuff. Take a power glide out and put a 350 turbo in it, and you have to change the drive shaft, so you end up doing it that way. So, oh yeah, she goes forward and backwards here when you put it in gear. But
you have a mechanical fuel pump on this?
yeah,
that's an inline filter right there. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This right here is out of a Chevy truck. I just made a little plate here that screws to the frame. And the rubber line. I needed a T. And then basically, the original T was back here where this vent tube is. So it's too close to my spring.
Yeah.
So I just welded a nut right on the top of it. And
pretty sweet.
there's plenty of flex there. And I was really surprised when I put it in gear.
Yeah.
Everything sounded really smooth, you know, no noises, no.
Right. When you gonna drive it out?
I'll give you a call. When it's cleaned out and I get that outside, then this one's coming out, this one's going back there.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Yeah, my gas tank leak solved.
Yeah.
It's got probably a quarter of a tank in it now, so.
Cool.
I kept pouring it in and checking. I haven't had it up to the seam, but it should be fine. I think I put my little bent mirror in it. That should be enough.
Yeah.
Just to bend it.
Yeah.
I wish I could find a wrench that's got a round end and a round end that's bent. I'd load it right on there for me.
I might have one.
Short, fairly short.
Yeah. You want to round it off wrench.
Well,
Alrighty then.
I gotta hook up a shifter so I can actually, in case something happens, I want something I can grab a hold of. I might just clamp a piece of metal on the bottom of that with a vice grip so I can at least move it while I'm backing it out. Take a piece of flat bar or something. Yeah. Time to start cleaning though.
Well, I know that's going to be a big job.
Yeah. Well, that's what my plans is right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I could back it out without the hook pins in it.
Now that you finished it, give us a walk around. I'm just gonna follow you and let you tell us.
Well, it's not finished, but it's running.
How much you got in it right now?
I'm thinking around 1,700.
1,700 bucks.
Yeah.
Dang. Are you gonna leave the rust down here?
I'm thinking about doing something like that.
I hope you do, because, you know, to be honest with you, that rusty spot right there, and I noticed on the other side up under the door there, you got some rust.
Yeah.
It just looks good to me. Of course, you know how I am. I like rusty stuff anyway, but it gives it that rat rod flavor, you know. That front end on there looks awesome.
I haven't seen it under its own power. I've just been in it, you know.
You want me to drive it around the yard a little bit so you can watch it?
I'll watch it on the video.
Okay.
Now it's a little tricky, as you noticed when I came in the driveway.
Yeah.
I got my foot laying on the frame rail.
Yeah.
And I have to go swivel back and forth to the brake, and sometimes I hit the gas when I'm supposed to be hitting the brake. And when I came in the driveway, I get it's really tricky.
Yeah.
Right now, because there ain't no floorboard in it. So.
I remember when I first drove mine, I didn't have any floor in it, and me and Trish were out riding around.
Here's our.
I saw your shifter.
We couldn't figure a way so we could back it out, so park, neutral, and we got just enough to get to the drive.
Yeah.
So.
That's awesome. Well, how's it feel to be out driving it a little bit?
Good.
Did your seat bolted down?
No.
So you just, you know, that's the way I did mine. I stuck a couple boat seats over in mine. I didn't have any floor, and oh, it sure was good to ride around it out there at first.
Feels a little bit wavy on the front side. I'm thinking it needs a kick pin on that side.
Mm-hmm.
I think it came in a little sloppy on this end.
Yeah.
I couldn't get the grease in it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Now that I took it up the road and let it beat around a little bit, now it's just grease. So.
Okay.
But otherwise it. And then I notice when you put your brakes on, of course it stops it so well that it makes the spring bounce back and forth a little bit. So you'll see this move a little bit.
Right.
But I don't feel no bump steer or anything. When I hit a bump, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it does go through the gears, so I was worried about the transmission.
Right.
I only paid $200 for a tranny, and the guy said it was a new tranny. It feels like it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the way. I got 3 lug nuts on it, so.
I figured I'd tighten it up so it wouldn't fall off while you're messing around with it.
But it's got plenty of nads.
Yeah. Well, it looks awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Power.
Yeah.
What we had before was we couldn't get the back brakes to work. And we ended up doing that some last night and some this morning.
Right.
But anyway, the front brakes were taken, so you'd go down the road and you hit the front brakes.
Yeah.
And she'd just keep right on plowing.
Yeah.
I don't think this thing would power brake because I think it just push it.
Right.
But I don't need to power brake it. But
No. Say that again.
We'll let you try it when we get a floor pan.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's a little tricky on the foot right now.
I want to get a picture of your sticker there.
Yeah, I'm leaving that window right in there.
Yeah. That's awesome, Mike. I'm happy for you, buddy. You worked hard on that thing.
Deliver a goat on Christmas Eve, and it's for a woman where my wife works. Bought it for their kids. We got a baby goat out here, so I'm gonna have to put it in a truck. My wife's gonna hold the goat. We're gonna take it to this house on Christmas Eve. So I'm gonna get me a Santa Claus hat, and maybe the kids will think I'm Santa Claus. Maybe.
You can be like redneck Santa Claus, you know.
Yeah. We're going to deliver a goat on Christmas Eve, so.
Yeah.
I've got to drive to Liberty with a goat in a truck.
Yeah. This will be like Mike's goat delivery. You could become a professional goat deliverer, you know.
Yeah. Oh, actually, they're pretty. You could throw them right in any goat is. You throw them in the back of like a SUV or whatever.
Uh-huh.
They'll just sit right down like a dog and ride like a dog. You do.
Right.
Yeah, they don't run it. You could put them right in the car and run them.
They like to run. So, I'm visualizing you going to a hot rod run with a goat in the seat.
Yeah, that would. There's not much room in there.
All right, we'll stop with that.
Yeah. No, they do ride like a dog.
What do you think about that, Zachy? He's pretty impressed.
Yeah.
You can tell. He's got that, you know, intense look about him.
So much different outside because you can actually stand around, look around it.
Well, you know, not only that, but I think when you see it moving under its own power, it looks, you know, like if you see it sitting still, it's one thing, but when you see it move and the you know, you can see
it feels good.
You can see how the frame moves in relation to the front axle, and that's one thing I like about, you know, both of these cars, yours and mine. I know on mine, when I go down the road, or when I see it go down the road and I see the way it moves, the way the suspension works, it just looks cool. And this one's like that. It's got that very cool look.
I thought I'd have to change my rear springs.
Huh?
I thought it felt stiff in the rear.
Yeah.
And I thought I might have to change the rear springs, but it don't feel like it to me now.
Feels pretty good now.
Now that I hit anything, it's not hard.
Yeah. Are you thinking these are the tires you're going to go with, or are you still planning to put something else on it?
No, they're just rolling right now.
So you're going to put something else on it?
Yeah.
You still planning
More
those big
vintage looking I want.
You planning those big tires on the back still?
Yeah, bigger tires on the back.
Yeah.
A little bit wider and taller.
That is going to look so good going to the car shows this summer. Everybody says they want to see me and you out riding along side by side, you know, and of course mine's in a museum and you got, I'm sure, plenty to do. It looks good to have a little mud splashed on the motor like that too.
I've got mud on the rear, up back here.
Yeah, yeah. You can tell you've been out in it some. That's good.
I just wanted to, I didn't want to, it's kind of a personal thing because this is a dedication to my father, so I figured the first ride I took with it, it's like me and him. Yeah. So I really wanted just to be, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, since you ain't got no seat in there, it really encourages folks not to get in. Yeah, but he's sitting in there. Yeah. Well, I mean, it keeps me and Tyler out of it, is what I mean. Oh, there'll be some seats in it within the next couple of weeks. Yeah. Oh. Why don't you just drive it around here a little bit? Let me just shoot a few videos of it, especially out here in the sun. Right now, it's right in the shade. Crank right up.
What are we up to today, bud?
Oh, some floorboard work.
Yeah.
Gotta have floorboards. I mean, this ain't Flint Flintstone.
Well, it looks good.
We're gaining.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut that piece in the middle so it'll go from wide to narrow.
I'm gonna take a good picture of this because you know old 63 Impala, he still don't have floorboards in his, so.
Oh, he don't.
I'm gonna take a good shot of yours so he can see how it's done, okay?
Take a picture in here. I'm getting ready to cut that transmission out so it'll go wide up top, narrow to the bottom.
So that's gonna be I see you hadn't cut the other side of it there yet.
I haven't cut none of it. It's gonna go, it'll go right down to that narrow. You go from 10 inches to 6 inches wide.
Yeah.
That piece. But we'll have floor pans in it soon.
Yeah.
I kind of had to make like a small tranny hump here just so I have plenty of clearance for my dry shaft in case. But we'll kick that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Then I gotta find a place. I'll get my shifter mounted and I gotta find a place for my emergency brake handle there. Get that kind of mounted in place somehow, and then we'll go from there on the emergency brake. But got the old truck emergency brake, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a little it's touchy. I went to the parts store yesterday in it.
Yeah.
And I went to go cross 17 and I gave it the gas and went across 17 and I went to hit the brake. See, because my foot's pivoted on the frame rail.
Right.
Guess what I hit instead of the brake?
Gas.
The end of the gas pedal, so. Yeah. Right now it's a little touchy. I don't have no place to put my foot, so I'll get once the floor pan's in, then I can keep my foot away from that throttle a little bit. Right now it's just a swiveling foot. It's touchy because a couple times I've hit the gas when I should have hit the brake. Don't need a wrecker before I can get it legal.
Right. Yeah, that'd be hard to explain to the cops, you know, what you're doing out on Highway 17 with no registration and no tag, no nothing.
No windows, no floorboards.
Oh, I just decided to drive my truck down through the woods. Oops. Oops. Sorry. Oops. Alrighty then, well I'll go.
So I got a good run for it from cross 17 up this road, and
I don't think you had both the seats in it before. In fact, I don't think you had all your floor in before.
No, none of the floor was up here.
The floor looks good. Looks real good.
This side, actually, you can't tell by your eye, even if you stood in the back and looked down the center.
Yeah.
This side's higher than that side, only because this dipstick for transmission would have been rubbing on the floor, or been right in the way of the floor, so I basically just made that a little shorter. And that gave it the clearance it needed, but you can't tell by when you look inside the truck. It's just nobody'd ever know. Like one guy says, I would never known if you didn't tell me. But
well, she looks awesome, Mike. Have you driven it out much more?
no, I just went out and turned it around a little bit.
Yeah.
Last night was quite slippery.
Yeah.
I went to the store and it was like, what the? I mean, it was black ice all last night.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm going to sand that primer off.
Good. Say that again.
I think I might sand that primer off of it and let it set out here and rust for a day or two.
Well, you know, I love this door. This my favorite side of the truck is this side that you didn't prime. And I think if you sanded the primer off, you'd probably find that old paint up under there again. Everybody's always fussing because the old fireball is gone. I know you're going to repaint it on there, but yeah, I think if you did that, that'd be cool. Of course, you always knew what I thought. You didn't need me to tell you.
I like this side best too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, there you go. You painted the truck.
Well, we're just experimenting.
Yeah.
See what I look like in black primer.
The black looks good on it.
Yeah, it looks a lot different.
Uh-huh.
Changes it.
Yeah. You're right, it does. It makes a big difference in the way it looks. And I like the way you did it because it looks kind of rat roddy.
We just went over the gray just to see if it would change the looks of it.
Uh-huh.
A little bit more. I think it's a little more sinister looking now.
A little more sinister.
I painted that. I don't care about the rust. I just want that.
Oh.
I knew that was going to get me. I was looking at it earlier. Painted this out.
Yeah.
The hood's going to be over it anyway.
Right.
Then this will be orange.
Yeah. Oh, she looks good, Mike. Well, good work. We walk up and take a look in the window.
I did put some of that rust reformer on the floors.
Yeah.
And started doing the floorboards here, so I can. I'm gonna put this ice and water shield on top of everything.
You got some of it?
Yeah. I'm gonna seal it right.
I was wondering about that stuff because I'm thinking about putting it in my Jeep.
Yeah.
And I was wondering how the side that isn't stuck is, you know, like for a
The guy says if it don't really stick good when you first lay it down, just put a little bit of heat to it, and it'll stick, and you'll never get it loose.
I think you're right. I think the heat kind of makes it lay down and seal good. I was wondering if it was sticky.
Huh?
I was wondering if the back side of it was sticky.
Oh yeah, you can't get it loose once it's.
I mean the part where you'd be like putting your feet on it.
No, this is the part you put your feet on. The guy said this is the gray one.
Uh-huh.
He had gray and he had. This is the part you put your feet on. Yeah.
Okay.
Not even sticky.
Well, that thing looks great.
Your headlight covers must be the old style coffee can.
There's a difference in coffee cans? Well, me and Zach and Makata are on the way over to Mike's house. He talked about yesterday wanted some eyebrows on his rat rod, and I made my little headlight visors out of an old coffee can. I told him I'd bring one over. We'd fashion one up right quick if he wanted to. So I'm on the way over to do that. Zachy, he's as always, he's navigating and guiding and lending inspiration to the expedition. Ain't that right, Zachy? You're so focused, man. You're an inspiration to the rest of us, you know. Love you, dude. Don't give me that look. There's Tyler over there. Say hi, Tyler.
Hey, everybody.
Mike has got his air horn for his rat rod sitting in there, and somebody gave him a set of good-looking, looks like Krager wheels back there. We're making little headlight doohickeys out of a coffee can. I cut the coffee can up here, and we're gonna go like this here. Oh, isn't that sexy? Doesn't that just make you want to go out and run wild? Woo, doggies! Woo, doggies! Okay, we got our coffee can headlight visors on there. Oh, ain't she cool? We'll just step back and glory in the wonder of it all. Oh, man. I think I'm getting a hot flash just looking at it. Let me look at this side. Oh, yeah, that's completely good. Wee doggies. All right, I'll go home and work on. Okay, me and Zach and Makata made the trip over to Mike's house, and we got his little headlight doohickeys all fixed up there, and now we're heading back. Of course, I'm trusting on Zachy to get me there, and he's ever vigilant as he is prone to be, you know, which is a honking cool thing. It is a beautiful day. Believe it or not, it's January in Maine, and we got blue skies at 47 degrees. I mean, who would have ever thunk it? It's almost like an oxymoron or something like that. Anyway, y'all have a nice day. I'm going to shut off this here camera and get both hands on the wheel to try and prevent driver unsafety on the road. I don't know if I was eating onions last night or what, but Zachary's sitting way over there against the door. Maybe I it's time to change my deodorant. Hello, this is Cutworm pretending to be rpeek on his way over to Mike's house to see what him and Tyler are doing with the rat rods. I got Zachy in the back there, but y'all can't see him because he's wearing his invisible outfit today because he's got secret spy missions he's working on. But I just wanted to say howdy, and I'll talk to you later. We'll go over and see what Mike's been up to. I think the headlights are cool, Mike.
Yeah, I think they need some eyebrows.
Eyebrows?
That's what I call them.
I like the chain-mounted headlight bracket.
Yeah, see, they're not very much chain there.
Right.
These came off a set of loader lights, these spacers here. Off of a big old Pulp, like a loader that they use for a gravel pit.
Yeah. Your floor looks real good.
Not 100% done yet, but I'm working.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, you setting up your bottle?
Yeah.
That'll be your overflow. Oh, look at you. Some fancy looking little rig there. Look at that. A little, little neck holder on it.
No, this is goes up in an attic, on the side of a trailer or attic or whatever.
Oh, ain't that cool?
I've had it on there tested.
Yeah?
I want an old Moxie bottle, but have fun finding one of them.
Yeah.
I see one in the museum over in Union, but they won't let that go.
Maybe somebody on YouTube's got one they'll donate to the project.
Maybe.
I've had that kind of thing happen before.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
When would I do that? Almost drove out of here with this laying on the frame rail.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not thinking.
You know, I've probably got a Richard Petty Pepsi bottle, but you really don't. You really want a Moxie bottle, right?
Yeah, Moxie, because of my...
Remember back in the 70s or whenever it was when they came out with the Richard Petty Pepsi special,
yeah,
whatever. I got some of them at the house.
What do you think? Hold a piece of copper pipe?
You don't need.
Hold on.
Yeah, just stick that in there. That's all you need. Pretty slick. Pretty slick right there.
And they move around a little bit, the lights do.
Yeah.
When you start it up, you got a little shake and vibration there, but shifter's all hooked up. So, well, I don't know what I'm doing there.
Your headlight covers must be the old style coffee can.
There's a difference in coffee cans?
Yeah, because my mother's got somewhere to go grab them and make another. We'll try and make another set.
Yeah?
Due to probably the economy or whatever, these old newer style coffee cans ain't as thick as the old ones.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. So maybe the one I made for mine was a little thicker. That's the reason it sort of
Right,
snugs in there
an
good.
old school coffee can.
Old school coffee can.
And the new school coffee cans, they cheesed them up, made in China, I think.
Ain't that something? You got to have old school coffee cans for your old school rat rod
They'll make it a
headlights.
little bit more rigid. They're a little more rigid, the old ones.
Yeah,
They use a little metal in them.
ain't that something?
But they're stuck on there pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna fall off. That one's low.
Yeah.
I haven't took it for a test run. We'll see if we see one flying.
You'll know. But like I said, you could always put a little spot weld on there
Yeah.
or two.
I was thinking another thing, put some double face tape on it.
Yeah.
And like they use for emblems and stuff.
Yeah.
Put a little strip of it in there. Then
Yeah.
it's not gonna let go.
Right.
That stuff that they use for on the side of your car for emblems and stuff.
Right. Well, I'll go home and get busy with my Jeep some more.
Oh yeah, don't. Let's look at this. And on the inside,
Yeah.
get some glass in it.
Yeah.
I could drive it on the road. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Lights and
get
glass.
some baffles in it. That would be my next step, is to quiet it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Try to quiet it down and. Yeah, I think it looks cool on this side.
Yeah. I like the idea you're going to sand the primer off because I think it's going to look so much better. And I think when you start sanding it, you'll find a lot of the old paint still up under it. You didn't grind off that yellow paint, did you?
Oh, on that door?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she stripped.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dang.
Stripped right to bare metal, but that don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Let it be rusty.
Yeah.
Old fireball be on the back of it anyway.
I know you're gonna put it right up over the cab, right?
Either up over the cab or down below the rear window, one or two.
Yeah.
I haven't decided which place to put it yet. And then on the rear tailgate will be that saying, like all those say. For the rat race that is.
Yeah. That's perfect sand for a rat rod.
Yeah, all I have to do with this thing is just sand the primer a little bit and it will look like this side. I had a bunch of, last night my boy got picked up by one of his friends. Now listen to this idea. Sometimes kids come up with pretty cool ideas.
Okay.
Well, anyway, they're out here looking at it. My boy got in his truck and the door fell off, so I had to go. It was pitch dark out, so I went out and I see if I could help him. Come to find out the pin fell out of it, so I get the pin all back in there, and I told him pull it up in front of the garage, and I weld a little bead on the top of that pin so it won't drop out again.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so they're out there looking at it, and this was one of their ideas. They said I ought to take a roll of chain and weld it right across here, and see it needs like a lip there anyway.
Right.
They said just take some chain and weld it right along there.
Right.
And I said that's a pretty cool idea.
That's a very cool idea. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Little chain along the bed there.
Yeah.
That would be honking.
Yeah, I thought I haven't really looked at it, but I got a chain on here, but I think it would. That other kid says, "Oh, put some chain across there."
Give me one end of it. That would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm down in the shade. I'm down in the shade where you can't see it good, but
Take that hook right there.
I'll just hook it. A little low, but it'll be all right.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it'd be cool. Be a quick and dirty fix for it, wouldn't it?
just happened to be looking at it, and they said, "Oh, you ought to weld some chain across there."
Yeah.
See, because most of them had a lip, you know, like you said, a round piece of tube in there.
Right.
Different ideas.
Yeah.
It's getting time to accessorize now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look around, see what I can find.
Yeah.
You know, to accessorize it. I'd like to get a visor, or make a visor for it. I mean, you had that idea with a saw blade, but...
Yeah, and I think I got one, don't I? Or did you have one?
Oh, I got one.
You got one. Yeah.
I'd like to make a visor for it. But
Yeah.
knowing my luck, I'd put the visor on there with a saw blade and somebody cut their hand and that'd be the end of me. Like you've got written on yours.
Yeah. It's okay to touch my car, just don't cut yourself.
Yeah.
Bring a box of Band-Aids.